The Earth. Water. Water is the most abundant component on the Earth and exists in three states: solid, liquid, and gas. Solid. Ice at the Earth's poles and snow in the mountains. Liquid. Water exists in a liquid state in many places of the Earth. Seas and oceans are large areas of salt water. Seas are smaller than oceans. One example of a sea is the Mediterranean Sea. There are five oceans on the Earth: the Atlantic, the Pacific, the Indian, the Arctic, and the Antarctic. Rivers and lakes. They are areas of fresh water on the Earth. The longest river on the Earth is the Nile River. The largest lake on the Earth is the Caspian Sea. But don't be confused by the name. It is not a sea, it is a lake. Clouds. Clouds are masses made up of drops of water that when they get big become raindrops, snow, or hail. Clouds stay up in the sky, but sometimes are close to the ground. When they are close to the ground, they become fog. This groundwater. This is water that exists under the ground. This is water that filters or passes through the ground when it rains. The water can sometimes be found in caves. Gaseous. Water vapor in the air. The water cycle. The water cycle is the route that water follows on the Earth. There are four stages of the water cycle. Evaporation. When the sun heats the water, it becomes water vapor and rises. Condensation. When the water vapor gets cold, it becomes drops of water that make the clouds. Precipitation. Water in the clouds becomes rain. Rain falls to the land, seas, and oceans. Runoff. Collection. Water on the land returns to the sea. Land and atmosphere. Land. Land can be continents or islands. Continents are big extensions of land. There are six continents: Asia, Europe, Africa, America, Oceania, and Antarctica. Islands are extensions of land with water all around them and are smaller than continents. Land can also be found at the bottom of oceans and seas. Rocks and minerals. Land is made up of rocks and minerals. Minerals can be isolated materials or part of rocks. Quartz, salt, pyrite, or copper are examples of minerals. Rocks make up the land we live on. Some, like limestone, are made up of only one mineral. Others, like granite, are made up of many minerals. Identifying rocks. Properties. We use properties to identify what kind of rock it is. By asking what color is it? How many minerals has it got? Is it soft or hard? Rocks can be used for decoration or for construction. The atmosphere. The atmosphere is a layer that surrounds the Earth, made up of gases like nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, and water vapor. It has other elements like pollen or dust. It is necessary for life on Earth. Its three main functions are that it has gases like oxygen and carbon dioxide for living things. It keeps in the sun's heat and keeps the Earth warm. It protects us from solar radiation that can hurt our skin. Representing the Earth. There are two forms of representing the Earth. A globe. A globe is a realistic way to represent the Earth. It is round. It allows us to see where the continents, the oceans, and seas are. We can also see the North and South poles. Some are even in relief form. That means you can even touch the parts that stand out. Maps. Maps are flat and can represent the entire planet or just a part of it. A world map represents the entire Earth. Maps include names of the elements of the map, such as rivers, seas, lakes, countries, and continents. Symbols and a key that represent or that explain the meanings of the symbols.